Hey guys, it's been a minute, but I'm back. I know I sound like complete ass right now. My throat's pretty tore up, but we get a lot of questions on how to even play this game. Like, what do you do? I guess. Like, obviously, you fight stuff. Like that's all you do. You kill things. But the order in which you do it seems to give people a little trouble. Definitely gave me a pause when I was starting up. But So I guess we're gonna end up touching on some stuff I haven't done yet, and a lot of stuff you guys are gonna be doing right now. Um, so if we go in here, the first thing you're gonna do when you load into the game, get through the tutorial, whatever, is you're gonna clear normal mode all the way up to Famon Volcano right here. You want to clear the boss. If you've got to use Repmons, whatever, just get some strong friends. It's easy. Do it. Just hit level 8 and post in chat. Once you've beaten this, you get your light dark scroll. You're going to go to Kairos here. You should be able to beat up to B4 of giants and dragons. That'll give you a little bit of crystals, some extra mana, and also somewhere to start as far as rune farming. You should be able to beat up to level 4 of each of the elemental halls and probably at least B5 or 6 of magic if you really want to push it. But your next thing should be to awaken at least a mon or two, get a feel for it, understand the power difference in awakened monsters versus unawakened monsters. Um, Once you get through that, I would go back through and do hard mode of everything up to probably this break here, like where those islands separate. That's where I would try to get to on hard mode. That's this right here. Once you've done that, you should have a decent base of monsters enough to move on to Aiden and forward. By the time you clear Chiruka, you should be able to now do about B7-ish of giants and dragons, depending on whether or not you did it yourself or if you used somebody else's monsters to do it. Whichever way you end up doing it, it's fine. Like, no judgment. But it's very important that you're able to do B7 after you beat scenarios, because after that, things start to get a little quicker but a little harder. Um, Once you've done that, you're going to want to clear at least hard mode up to Famon, which is this again. I don't remember if you get anything specific from it, but the objective from there would be to make a Famon farmer, something that can quickly do B1 of Famon Hell. Is the largest energy return. I did a whole nother video on it. Look up my Soha one. I know it's really bad and it cuts off in the middle because my phone died, but definitely something you need to do. From there, you should be able to use that to XP farm enough to get your monsters stronger and evolve some stuff, um, to the point where you can clear the rest of hard modes and potentially the rest of hell modes. Now, if you can't seem to get a Famon farmer and you happen to skill out a copper or whatever, and you want to do Aiden, or you happen to pull a Lucian or whatever, um, and you can farm one of these farther stages, by all means, just go, do your thing. Don't listen to a word I have to say. But if you're stuck, Magic Knights can farm Famon. I think Rauk can do Famon. Other than that, easy stuff to get. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I know it exists. Um, I mean, Google it if it's or just ask. Maybe I'll put something in the comments. I don't know. But anyway, from there, once you've cleared all of the scenarios, you want to work on getting Veramos. That's the fusion right here. This is the game breaker. This is the single most changing point in the game. Once you've done this, you're officially a mid-game player. Um, I know people who have gone without and have done just fine, but this is the easiest and quickest way to go about beating B10s. From there, you're going to want to go and get your Belladon, um, one of the most important healers in the game to get your hands on, and he's free. Just, sell your body on the internet to get the secret dungeon. For the record, I don't endorse that, just so people got that clear. But anyways, once you've got Bella and you've got your Vero, you're going to want to go for the, B10s. I've done whole videos on Giants B10. Once you've beaten Giants, and you've gotten Chiruka and everything cleared out, you should be set with these guys over here. They're not important. They are mini games. They are something you do daily just to get your extra bonus things. This is just for clearing your energy out when you're full and you don't have time to go through it. Do not focus on them, please. They're cool, they're fun, they're not important. Once you've beaten Giants and you've beaten Dragons B7, there is the possibility that you're able to do TOA, at least up to like 60 or 70 minimum. If you can beat 70, or maybe it's 80, if you can beat 80, you're getting your Devilmon every week. It's rough, it's hard, but your extra Devilmon is always important to have, so make sure you can do that afterwards. Once you're getting your Devilmon intake, you should be ready to go for Dragons. At that point, you might want to do Sigmarus, maybe. Oops, that's the wrong one. Which is this guy. It's another fusion monster. I know they're a pain. Totally worth it. But that's just honestly for speed. And if you can't seem to get anything else, if you've got a Theomars, he works just fine. Actually, he works better in my opinion. But once you've beaten Dragons B10, you're not going to want to worry about this just yet. Necro is not important at that stage. From there, you want to work on your Trial of Ascension team and working on your B10's speed and consistency. Once you've got your speed and consistency down, you'll have your rune intake and you'll be able to take on Trial 100. You'll be getting your legendary scroll every week. It'll help with everything else. From there, you're going to want to go to Rift of Worlds and find a really good friend to help you work on your raid teams. I might do a video in the future on them, but I'm not there yet. As you can see, I have up to Raid 4 unlocked. I can do Raid 4, but at that point in time, you might be able to get to Raid 3, and that's where you want to sit. You want to work on up to Raid 3 after you finish Trial. From there, you can go back and continue farming and start trying for Trial Hard. I haven't finished it yet. It takes forever. That's an optional step. You don't necessarily need TOA 100, and I know a lot of top-tier players just don't do it. It takes way too long. But if you can't seem to pull Nats, whatever, it's understandable. The extra Legendary, the extra Light Dark Scroll, they're cool. It's the third Devilmon in a week without an event going. That's really nice. From there, you can start working on Necro, or you can start working on Raid 5. I'm on Raid 4. I just beat Necropolis Stage 10. The only reason you need Necro 10 is for PvP. Absolutely it. If you don't want to worry about PvP yet, don't touch Necro at all. I've seen people that can clear everything in the game, no problem, in ridiculous speeds, that have this to where they only have the first stage unlocked. They haven't even touched it because the runes aren't important yet. They're only necessary, really, when you get into High Conqueror level. From there, you need to be able to clear Raid 5, and that should be able to push you into Guardian from the way I understand it. So that's what I'm working on right now, is working on my raid teams, working on my trial teams to get through TOA hard so I can get the better monsters to work on Raid 5. Once I do that, I'll be farming out Necro and hopefully pushing Conk 3 for once, because I seem to get stuck on 2 every time I push. It's a little upsetting. But, yeah, after that, honestly, you can do these Rift Beasts at any point in time. I did it for the Fire one, because as if you guys watched my Necropolis video, you saw that's what I used it for. If you find you need a specific niche type of monster, look in the homunculus, see if it'll work for your slot. If not, don't even bother with it. But again, that's a anytime thing. If you can get at least an A on it, go for it. Other than that, have fun hitting Guardian 1 before me. I'll catch you guys later.